nothing more from this city. I take all your hurts, so come with me. You're burning this city. Come burn with me. Come burn with me.
All right, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, please go outside your house and find a bucket and use it for tonight's game. Again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. Welcome. It's Friday once again, and I'm still working from home. Well, if you can call this working since nobody's paying me for doing it, but I'm still here. Stand by. I'll be back at 7.
Sound like it knows something. I hope it doesn't. I'm at the pickup spot that got the best product. Package in the back of the
Look who just jumped on this game.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
My cash is counted perfect.
And since he's here today,
Fuck Hector.
Danny getting in right under the wire. COVID-69 in the house. Team Second Wave in the house. All right, let's get started. Wait. All right, it's Friday. It's after 7 o'clock. And it's time now for home trivia. If you didn't already go outside and grab a bucket, go find one now. Right now, let's get started by going over the rules of tonight's game.
It's Friday, you bastards.
The cunts have arrived, everybody. Cunts in the house. All right, as always, we have a one-player minimum because you need to be at least one person to be playing. But if you are near somebody who you don't know, please stay 6 feet apart to avoid any more spreading of the coronavirus. Flowcon Gen Pen here. Grab 3 sheets of paper or one big sheet of paper and number them 1 through 10 each, or the one sheet of paper with 3 columns, 1 through 10 for each column, because we have 3 rounds, 1 column or 1 paper for each round. And if you have any funny team names, write it in the comments on the live feed, and if I catch it while I'm here, I'll try to read it out loud here. All right, scream and shout the answers all you want, because nobody can hear you except the people around Hector, because Hector's walking around the Miami Lakes right now. So if he starts screaming and shouting, somebody's going to call police. But hey.
Fuck Hector.
All right, no looking up or posting the answers. We're playing with the honor system. So really, I don't have prizes to give you. So you have nothing to win by cheating. Remember, you're playing with yourself, so you will only be cheating yourself. So don't look up the answers. And if you know the answer, or even if you're cheating or whatever, don't post the answers in the comments. Let the people who are playing this, seriously, figure things out on their own. So you write in the comments, and everybody knows the answers. All right, questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Question round 2 are worth 2 points each. Question round 3 are worth 5 points each. And again, we have no prizes, so you give yourself a prize for first place, give yourself a prize for second place. And if you can, take a picture of yourself while playing and tag @TriviaMiami. And I'll try to post them on here next week. I'm pretty sure we'll be back here next week. I haven't heard from anybody anyway. Also, we'll be pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, where my son wins all the prizes. Here's our legal disclaimer. And it's gone. All right, again, like I always say, before the Corona Boys, there was the Zika Boys and Broses Sucks. Since everybody was making those little cartoon versions of themselves on Facebook, this is the most accurate depiction of Broses that we can find in cartoon version. As I've always said, Broses is just a grown-up Cartman. And he still sucks. He's not here today, obviously. I haven't seen his name pop up on the feed here. And let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Hector, don't pull out that stub in public. Neighbors are going to look at you and call the police, and you know what they're going to say?
Fuck Hector.
Best thing I ever did was set the DJ controller because now I have trigger buttons. All right, let's get started. Give me a time clock ready. Round one. Question one. True or false, Trump surprised reporters by actually wearing a mask and goggles during his entire visit to the Ford plant. True or false? And true or false, Trump surprised reporters by actually wearing a mask and goggles during his entire visit to the Ford plant. True or false? Again, today's music is brought to you by copyright-friendly music provided by Facebook. You want to have this feed knocked off? Play this shitty music. All right, question two. What was the name of the mascot dolphin, not player, that was kidnapped by in the movie Ace Ventura? What was the name of the mascot dolphin, not the player, that was kidnapped in Ace Ventura? All right, question three. Who sang the title track of the late 80s James Bond film, License to Kill? A, Gladys Knight, B, Patti LaBelle, or C, Tina Turner? And who sang the title track of the late 80s James Bond film, License to Kill? Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, or Tina Turner? All right, question four. Chunk was a character in which 1985 movie about a group of young misfits looking for lost treasure? Chunk was a character in which 1985 movie about a group of young misfits looking for lost treasure? All right, question five. In J. Edgar Hoover, what did the J stand for? A, James, B, John, or C, Joseph? In J. Edgar Hoover, what did the J stand for? James, John, or Joseph?
Fuck Hector.
All right, question six. What NFL team does LeBron James claims he considered playing for during the 2011 NBA lockout? What NFL team did LeBron James claim he considered playing for during the 2011 NBA lockout? Sometimes I write things faster than I think. I should say did, not does. Did or does claim he considered. Does claim. There's an S there that shouldn't be there or whatever. All right, question 7. Komodo dragons are native to what country? A, China, B, Indonesia, or C, New Guinea? And Komodo dragons are native to what country? China, Indonesia, or New Guinea? All right, question 8. What restaurant chain is listing itself on delivery websites under the name Pasquale's Pizza and Wings? What restaurant chain is listing itself on delivery websites under the name Pasquale's Pizza and Wings? All right, question 9. What element has a symbol on the periodic table that comes from the Latin word aurum? A, aluminum, B, gold, or C, silver? And what element has a symbol on the periodic table that comes from the Latin word aurum? Aluminum, gold, or silver? And finally, question 10, everybody's favorite question. Florida or not Florida? I'm going to read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Man accused of exposing himself claims he needed to air out. Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, that's the end of round 1. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was true or false. Trump surprised some reporters by actually wearing a mask and goggles during his entire visit to the Ford plant. Question 2, what was the name of the mascot dolphin, not player, that was kidnapped in Ace Ventura? Question 3, who sang the title track of the late 80s James Bond film License to Kill? A, Gladys Knight, B, Patti LaBelle, or C, Tina Turner? Question 4, Chunk was a character in which 1985 movie about a group of young misfits looking for lost treasure? Question 5, in J. Edgar Hoover, what did the J stand for? A, James, B, John, or C, Joseph? Question 6, what NFL team does LeBron James claim he considered playing for during the 2011 NBA lockout? Question 7, Komodo dragons are native to what country? A, China, B, Indonesia, or C, New Guinea? Question 8, what restaurant chain is listing itself on delivery websites under the name Pasquale's Pizza and Wings? Question 9, what element has a symbol on the periodic table that comes from the Latin word aurum? A, aluminum, B, gold, or C, silver? And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, man accused of exposing himself claims he needed to air out. All right, please check your own answer sheets, see what if those are the answers you want to stick with. Remember, any little bit helps. You want to hook it up, don't want to hook it up, that's fine. Just keep coming to these games. Make sure spread the word out there. Any places that start opening ahead of time that I am sitting home waiting to do trivia in a bar. So if you know a bar that's about to open that maybe serves food and needs trivia, let them know. It's on a first come, first served basis. Schedule will probably fill up with new venues unless I hear from somebody soon. But if you can throw something my way, it helps out. I got to feed these kids, otherwise this kid doesn't dance right. Speaking of which, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'm going to pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son will win. That's my daughter up there, Leticia. She's being the hand out the prizes. And that's our new child, the child, helping her out in the middle there. So I'll pull out the first number. Remember, any number I pull out, my son will win. 592, 592. You won? Dance.
What time is it?
All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. 589, 589. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer. But apparently, since he's 12, he's not 21, he cannot have a beer. So we have Iron Beer, one free Iron Beer. Going out to the following number. By the way, if anybody knows anybody in the Iron Beer Company, please send them my way to pay for the sponsorship, as we have been mentioning them consistently. 591, 591. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals, and the Bell Balls.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. He still has more tickets, so he'll be back after round 2 and 3 of tonight's game.
Balls on a Cadillac Brown. Balls on a Cadillac Brown. Balls on a Cadillac Brown.
All right. Let's go over the answers from round 1. Question 1 was true or false. Trump surprised reporters by actually wearing a mask and goggles during his entire visit to the Ford plant. Of course, that's false. He's not going to. He's an idiot. Question 2. What was the name of the mascot dolphin, not player, that was kidnapped in Ace Ventura? Snowflake. Our beloved Snowflake. Who sang the title track of the late 80s James Bond film License to Kill? Gladys Knight. However, no Pips were involved, so it was just Gladys Knight, not the Pips. Question 4. Chunk was a character in which 1985 movie about a group of young misfits looking for a lost treasure? The Goonies. Question 5. In J. Edgar Hoover, what did the J stand for? John. Of course, it could have been Joan, as far as we know. Because Question 6. What NFL team does LeBron James claim he considered playing for during the 2011 NBA lockout? The Dallas Cowboys. They should have kept him. Question 7. Komodo dragons are native to what country? Indonesia. Question 8. What restaurant chain is listing itself on delivery websites under the name Pasquale's Pizza and Wings? Chuck E. Cheese. Question 9. What element has a symbol on the periodic table that comes from the Latin word aurum? Gold. And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, man accused of exposing himself claims he needed to air out. That was Florida. It wasn't Hector, though. But either way.
Fuck Hector.
All right, these questions are 1 point each. Add them up, put them together. Post your score in the comments, and then argue amongst each other about whether or not you're cheating or not. And right now, I'm going to take a quick commercial break.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast, 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I can change.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast, 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns. Then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Racerama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
When you're searching for something for your little girls or boys, and you're finding high prices, but not finding toys, and you're sad and you're blue and you're tired of running round, let Lionel Play World turn that frown upside down. Upside down. You've got selection, upside down. Low prices too. Lionel Play World makes it easy for you. The prices and selection are among the best around. Let Lionel Play World turn that frown upside down.
And we're back. All right, I see you guys have posted scores, and Hector's talking shit. How can you have 12 points? There's only 10 points available. Can't have 12 points. There's only 10 available.
Fuck Hector.
Keep walking. Hector decided to join us the same week that I had a trigger button right here on the side where I could just hit that fuck Hector anytime now.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
Wrong week to join us, Hector. And it's going to be here from now on. So you better hope they open one of these bars up and I can go work somewhere else. All right, let's get started. Round two, everybody. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets, teléfonos en la cubeta. Round two. Question one. What came out first, Step Brothers or Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story? Both with John C. Reilly. What came out first? I just realized I forgot to put a cap on and I haven't even bothered brushing my hair. At least I managed to get a haircut at some point. It was getting bad at one point. I was starting to look like Johnny Pacheco. All right. Question two. What 1986 movie is based on a Stephen King novella, The Body? What 1986 movie is based on the Stephen King novella, The Body? All right, question three. From 1965 to 1973, Dick Butkus played professional football as a linebacker for which NFL team? Again, from 1965 to 1973, Dick Butkus played professional football as a linebacker for which NFL team? All right, question 4 is always our anal bum cover. Sorry, an album cover. All right, no, that's the wrong one. That's Aldo's album. It's an acoustic album where he plays all these shitty songs on an acoustic guitar. Aldo, Your Boy at Law. But no, that's not the album we're looking for. Whose 2016 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. All right, question 5. According to a study on BuzzBingo.com, what actor committed the most swear words in the movies that he has starred in? Again, according to a study on BuzzBingo.com, what actor committed the most swear words in the movies that he has starred in? All right, question 6 is always our movie clips. I'll play a clip from a movie. It was released in 2007. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
I should buy Becca alcohol?
Yeah, then we pimp. That way you know she'll be drunk. You know when you hear a girl saying like, I was so shit-faced last night. I shouldn't have fucked that guy. We could be that mistake.
One more time.
I should buy Becca alcohol?
Yeah, then we pimp. That way you know she'll be drunk. You know when you hear a girl saying like, I was so shit-faced last night. I shouldn't have fucked that guy. We could be that mistake.
What movie is that from? All right, question 7. What actor did Paula Abdul marry from 1992 to 1994? What actor did Paula Abdul marry from 92 to 94? All right, question 8. What is another common name for an alligator pear? What is another common name for an alligator pear? All right, question 9. What is the name of the former Washington, D.C. mayor that was caught on videotape smoking crack? What is the name of the former Washington, D.C. mayor who was caught on videotape smoking crack?
You
So you know some of the behind-the-scenes things going on here. We've lost the boy because we had pizza right before this game started, and I think he's in the toilet now. So we're scrambling back here trying to figure out what to do for the next raffle. And finally, question 10, last question this round. In what 2 Pacific U.S. states is it illegal to own a gerbil as a pet? In what 2 Pacific U.S. states is it illegal to own a gerbil as a pet? I don't think he's going to make it. Hey, I'm proud of him for that. I'm usually gone for like 45 minutes when I go. Obviously, he's my kid. That's the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Step Brothers or Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, both with John C. Reilly. Question 2, what 1986 movie is based on the Stephen King novella, The Body? Question 3, from 1965 to 1973, Dick Butkus played professional football as a linebacker for which NFL team? Ain't no bump cover. Sorry, an album cover. No, not that one. That's the wrong one. This one. Whose 2016 album is that the cover for? 5. According to a study on BuzzBingo.com, what actor committed the most swear words in the movies that he has starred in? 6. Movie clip from 2007. I'll play it one more time.
I should buy Becca alcohol?
Yeah, and we pimp. That way you know she'll be drunk. You know when you hear a girl saying like, I was so shit-faced last night. I shouldn't have fucked that guy. We could be that mistake.
What movie is that from? Question 7. What actor did Paula Abdul marry from 1992 to 1994? Question 8. What is another common name for an alligator pear? Question 9. What is the name of the former Washington, D.C. mayor who was caught on videotape smoking crack? Question 10. In what 2 Pacific U.S. states is it illegal to own a gerbil as a pet? All right, please check your own answer sheet. See if those are the answers you want to stick with. Remember, any little bit helps. You want to throw something my way, one way or another, it doesn't matter. And we're just going to wing it. My daughter's there. And I guess Baby Yoda will be taking my son's place. So instead of SOB, it'll be SOY, son of a Yoda. Let's get started. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket. And any number I pull out, somebody will win it. We'll see. I'll pull out the first number, and we'll see what happens. 590, 590. Hey, look, he's back. He made it back. Hopefully he flushed. Dance. All right. He won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And next one out, we have the following number. 595, 595. Dance.
Lucia. Oh, yeah. Lucia. Lucia.
All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Let's wait for the good part. And now everybody's favorite prize, one free iron beer. One free iron beer going out to the following number. 588. 588. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that was the lucky son of a Bernie raffle this round. We have more tickets, and hopefully he'll be here for round 3 unless he has to run off again. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, Step Brothers or Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, both with John C. Reilly? It was Walk Hard. Obviously, I'm still stuck in that period of where I'm getting the questions from, which is old games from a couple years ago. All right, what 1986 movie is based on the Stephen King novella The Body? Stand By Me. That's also 2 Corey Feldman movies in this game. From 1965 to 1973, Dick Butkus played professional football as a linebacker for which NFL team? The Bears. Ain't no bump cover. Not this one. That's Aldo. I talked to Aldo the other day. He was in my Zoom call. He played guitar in the game, the whole thing. He now has a little goatee, which I asked him if that was a gerbil hair that he added to his face. He wouldn't say. All right, whose 2016 album is this the cover for? That's Radiohead. Okay, according to a study on BuzzBingo.com, what actor committed the most swear words in the movies that he has starred in? Hey, where'd the answer go? What is Jonah Hill? I forgot to put that one in. It is Jonah Hill, so let's just go to this one, which is one of the movies that this is all involved in.
I should buy Becca alcohol?
Yeah, we pimp. That way you know she'll be drunk. You know when you hear girls saying like, I was so shit-faced last night. I shouldn't have fucked that guy. We could be that mistake.
Super bad. I also didn't do that on purpose. I had the Jonah Hill question first, and then later I added the movie clips, and I didn't associate one with the other at the moment, and I even forgot to put the answers in, which is why it would have hit me. But yeah, Jonah Hill was the answer to the previous one, and he's also on this one too. So that's 2 Jonah Hills. 7. What actor did Paula Abdul marry from 1992 to 1994? Emilio Estevez. What is another common name for an alligator pear? Avocado. 9. What is the name of the former Washington, D.C. mayor who was caught on videotape smoking crack? Marion Barry. Smoked crack, got his job back. In what 2 Pacific U.S. states is it illegal to own a gerbil as a pet? California and Hawaii. And there's Aldo again doing a painting of a gerbil because that's what he's into. All right, these are 2-point questions. Add them up, 2 points each. Add it to the previous score from the first round. And that'll give you your total at this point, your leaderboard standings at this point. Post your score in the comments. Argue amongst each other about whether or not you're cheating or not. And I'll be back after another commercial break.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal pancetta, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Camaro IROC C.
Looking so hot, so good. So much fun under the hood. I rock, ooh, I rock and roll. I rock, tough on the street, so mean. Camaro's my thunder, drive this machine. I rock, ooh, I rock and roll, yeah. Drive to take Chevy, live to take Chevy.
Like the way we're gonna make your day. We'd like to make Sarah your store. Sayre knows when you come in for an advertised item, you want to find that item. So we're going to try to keep our shelves stocked.
Come along and say that, Sayre.
If we have to give you a rain check, we'll give you an extra 10% off when you come in to pick it up.
We'd like to make Sayre your store.
They were all out, right?
Ta-da! We'd like to make Sayre your store.
I just made Sayre my store.
En Miami se llama Zaire.
I hope you cut me down to size. I wanna be everything.
And we're back. I forgot, I don't think I demuted my mic. Did I say anything on there? All right, let's get started with round 3 of tonight's game. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets, teléfonos en la cubeta. I want to get shirts made to say that. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Round 3. Question 1. Granma is the official newspaper of the Communist Party in what country? Granma is the official newspaper of the Communist Party in what country? Patrick Ewing has tested positive for the coronavirus. I just got that on my ESPN notification. All right, question 2. What Latin word translates to before the war? What Latin word translates to before the war? All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen them. Name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen them. All right, question 4. In what Asian country did the Boxer Rebellion take place from 1889 to 1901? In what Asian country did the Boxer Rebellion take place from 1889 to 1901? All right, question 5 is always is our word jumbo. 6 on the top, 5 on the bottom. There's our BREASTVENUE. Hint is an actor, male, breast venue. Figure it out. All right, hopefully you've either figured this out or wrote this information down somewhere on your paper, on the back of your sheet or whatever, so you can keep working on it. I am moving on to question 6. What is Adele's maiden last name? What is Adele's maiden last name? All right, question 7. Hippology is the study of what mammal? Hippology is the study of what mammal? All right, question 8. What popular band was formed in 1964 by brothers Robert and Ronald Bell? And what popular band was formed in 1964 by brothers Robert and Ronald Bell? All right, question 9. Who wrote the 1899 book, The Interpretation of Dreams? Who wrote the 1899 book, The Interpretation of Dreams? And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game. Something of local history, news, or facts. This one's easy. What former NFL player and Miami native tipped $1,000 on a $37.40 check at a restaurant in Cooper City, Florida? Okay, what former NFL player and Miami native tipped $1,000 on a $37.40 check at a restaurant in Cooper City, Florida? All right, that's the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, Gramma is the official newspaper of the Communist Party in what country? Question 2, what Latin word translates to before the war? So name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Question 4, in what Asian country did the Boxer Rebellion take place from 1899 to 1901? Word jumble. We got 6 on the top, 5 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Breast venue. Hint is an actor, male. Question 6. What is Adele's maiden last name? Question 7. Hippology is the study of what mammal? Question 8. What popular band was formed in 1964 by brothers Robert and Ronald Bell? Question 9. Who wrote the 1899 book, The Interpretation of Dreams? And question 10, last question of the game, local history, news, or facts. What former NFL player and Miami native tipped $1,000 on a $37.40 check at a restaurant in Cooper City, Florida? All right, please check your own answer sheets. See if that's what you want to stick with. Remember, any little bit helps. Throw a little bit my way. These kids eat more than you think. She may look skinny, but she's really tall. She eats a lot. And he doesn't stop eating junk food all day, so we need to feed these kids somehow. Obviously, he eats a lot since we saw what he did between rounds at one point. All right, let's get the raffle going. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son will win. Yes, he's here this time. He didn't run back to the bathroom. I'll pull out the first number, and we'll see what he gets. 594, 594. He won. Hey, a authentic karaoke Miami hat. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. 593, 593. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free iron beer. One free iron beer. Going to the following number. 587, 587. Dance. He won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Now he's got a few words for you.
I just want to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say that I'm very grateful for this iron beer.
The camera's over here.
Oh.
Stand over here. There you go.
I want to say I'm very grateful for this iron beer and being on the show tonight. I'm gonna dip now in like a few minutes, and that's gonna be it for me tonight. I hope you guys have a great week and weekend.
That's my son, everybody. My daughter's also rushing out of here too with Baby Yoda. So let's get over the answers from round 3. Gather up all these tickets, use them again next week. All right, question 1 was, Grandma is the official newspaper of the Communist Party in what country? In Cuba. That's Frank right there. We miss Frank. Frank was a good friend. He was the one who started the Zika Boys before they became the Bernie Roses shitty team. Since Bernie Roses doesn't come here anymore. I mean, outside of Bernie Roses, the rest of the team is fine, but he's the one that sucks, so. Before, they were represented by Frank, and Frank was cool, but Jesus took Frank from us. All right, what Latin word translates to before the war? Antebellum. To name this celebrity, that is Helena Bonham Carter. In what Asian country did the Boxer Rebellion take place from 1899 to 1901? China. Word jumble, 6 in the top, 5 in the bottom. Those are the letters. Stephen Bauer, Josito, Manolo. That's him at 7 Seas. It was cool the first time. Then he kept showing up. Then we got sick of him. And another little tidbit about him. If you call him to sing karaoke and you say, hey, Steven, you're up, he won't come up. He will only come up if you call him by his full name, Stephen Bauer. I eventually started calling him by his real name, Rocky Echeverria, but he didn't like that either. So it's like Stephen Bauer is the only way you get him up on the stage. I guess he finally got accepted in the Super Cool Kids Club. Coolísimo. 46. What is Adele's maiden last name? Adkins, which is also a diet she may have been on. Hippology is the study of what mammal? A horse. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. You ever heard of Mr. Ed? They've never heard of a talking horse named Mr. Ed. What popular band was formed in 1964 by brothers Robert and Ronald Bell? Kool and the Gang. They were also coolísimo. Who wrote the 1899 book, The Interpretation of Dreams? Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud used to practice the same psychological practices as a lot of the customers in the men's room at most bars. Question 10. What former NFL player and Miami native tipped $1,000 on a $37.40 check at a restaurant in Cooper City, Florida? Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And I hope he likes trivia, and maybe we can get him to play so he can throw some tips this way. Hey, Ochocinco. All right, these are 5-point questions, so multiply whatever you got right times 5, and then add it to whatever your previous score was. That'll give you your total. Post your final scores here. Argue amongst each other about who has the real top score and who may or may not have won. And I'm going again to take another quick commercial break.
I have a very long Christmas shopping list. A whole football team that my career depends on. But my shopping is easy because they let me know exactly what they want. Isotoner gloves for men. I buy isotoners for the big guys and the super fast little guys and everyone in between. Because isotoners fit them all. So this Christmas, take care of the hands that take care of you with isotoner gloves.
Way to go, Dan. Thanks a lot.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful.
Lights, food, rides, and so much more.
All the Christmas spirit you find it here.
On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
Después que se acabe toda esta jodienda, llámame a mí, DJ Asqueroso, para su próxima fiesta.
Llama a DJ Asqueroso.
Fiesta de 15 en el patio. ¿No tienes dinero para el salón? Llámame a mí. Yo te pongo todas las clásicas. Momento de amor, de niña a mujer. Tira la fiesta en el patio y yo te pongo la música.
Llama a DJ Asqueroso.
Joda de la corte. No importa. Algo en el patio. Me llamas a mí. Yo voy para allá. Te pongo la música. Ponemos Europa, ponemos todas las canciones que te gustan.
Llama a DJ Asqueroso.
Fiesta de cumpleaños de niño, pero después de la fiesta, el after party. Llaman a mí. Tú sabes cuando los niños te corten el cake y se acuestan a dormir y después los padres se quedan tomando. Después hay que poner música. Llaman a mí, DJ Asqueroso. Yo estoy ahí para ti.
Llama a DJ Asqueroso.
Fiesta de San Lázaro. Cada diciembre tienes que llamarme a mí. Nos pasamos la noche entera tocando la música.
Llama a DJ Asqueroso.
Llámame, DJ Asqueroso. El beeper es 285-0626. Yo te llamaré después de las 9 o los fines de semana. Si no, llama el número en la pantalla. Te contestará mi socio, Bernie. Gracias.
Llama a DJ Asqueroso. And we're back. Well, I see a lot of 69s in the scores and 65s and all 55s and all that good stuff. All right, before we wrap things up, as always, we need to have some sort of a chug-off. So here is a classic chug-off from the past.
Pick a side, grab your beers. Whoa, be careful.
Same thing.
All right. When I say go, you need to chug those beers as fast as you can while spilling. First one to put the empty cup on the counter wins. 1, 2, go. All right, here's our winner tonight. Chug off. Here you go.
That's our favorite Viking there who won that chug-off. Again, thoughts and prayers to Linda. She has still tolerating Alan. I assume he's working when she must send him off to spend 13, 14-hour workdays, but she still has to deal with him on a daily basis, and none of us have to, so we have to feel for her. Thoughts and prayers to Linda for dealing with Alan all the time. Again, all of you who have come here every week and joined me are winners in my eyes, and thanks for helping me out and keeping this going. I assume we'll be here again next week. I don't think anybody's opening a bar anytime soon, and the one that might be able to sell food is still not able to open, so we'll see what happens. But for now, I'll be here until I can be somewhere else. So like I said, you're all winners in my eyes. Remember to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Trivia Miami. Search for Trivia Miami on YouTube to see a replay of this entire game or past chug-offs or raffles or whatever. All my information at TriviaMiami.com. These are the current listed venues that we are supposed to be going back to at some point. And he was here earlier. I don't know if he's still around, but as always.
Fuck Hector.
And let's all get together and say it once.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
de Trolne para limpiarse el culo.
Again, any little bit helps. I mean, I'm not trying to be a beggar, but any little bit helps. I basically have no income right now. I'm probably like the last one that gets back in once they open anything, because first they got to open the bar, then they got to decide whether or not they want to have entertainment, because they're not going to want to attract too many people at once. But we'll see what happens. Let's do our end of the night video. Good night, everyone. Happy Memorial Day. Be here next Friday. Keep track of my mango tree postings and all that other good stuff. And if anybody wants to do a Zoom call over the weekend, let me know. We can get everybody together in one of those. All right, good night, everyone.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.